Hey YouTube, this video, I'm going to be talking about Gorilla and her sister, but mainly about her mom. Okay, the sister then came out. I don't know her real name, but they calling her Brorilla. And matter of fact, I might just name this video Brorilla and her mom. Um, Now the sister is coming out saying that the mom wasn't taking care of them and she was taking her food stamps because the life of me was wondering, like, okay, she got 10 kids. I know she was living off the government and she had housing and stuff like that. So word on the curve is the mama would take her food stamps and give it to the pastor. The mama was fucking the pastor and giving all her motherfucking money to the pastor. And I want to call the mom an asshole. Reason why I want to call her an asshole, ladies, I won't say I'm a gold digger or anything like that, or no woman is a gold digger, but it's in the Bible that the man's supposed to cover the woman. That means take care of or provide for the woman, for his wife or girlfriend or whatever. If you land with a man should be doing for you. You shouldn't be doing for him. Okay, I know this is the motherfucking common sense channel and I talk a lot of shit, but I bring a lot of common sense. And this channel really not a femininity channel, but I'm hella feminine. I'm very feminine and I'm against women that take care of men. Now, that hit me when I heard the daughter say Brorilla. I'm gonna call her Brorilla since everybody online calling her Brorilla. Uh, Hit me when she said her mom took the money and was taking care of some low life ass, pork chop ass, fat greasy ass, stupid ass, unreligious ass, fucking black preacher. And the reason why I'm going off like that because a lot of people in the black community that go to church, they be hella fake. And I love the Lord and everything, but a lot of people that's in church not real. But that really pissed me the fuck off. Like, a lot of women like that. They so male centered and they think, oh, they gotta take the man place and be the masculine one and let the man be the feminine one and take care of a fucking man. I'm sorry that Gorilla and Brorilla and the rest of her 8 siblings had to go through that. They had to starve because word on the curve, the daddy really wasn't there. He was in and out. He could just come in, make babies, and leave. Or from my understanding, I think the first 7 got the same daddy, and then the last 3 got a different daddies. I don't know. But, oh my God. I never really thought women that had a bunch of kids, especially if they're not rich, I never thought of them as too smart. Because if you're struggling with one child, why would you struggle and have 2, 3, 4, and 5? Like, I always thought that was dumb. And I was born and raised in the project. My mama stopped at 2 kids. But I would see a lot of dumb shit in the projects. I would see women struggling and they would have another baby so they can get an extra maybe $50 on their food stamps, which was stupid to me because that baby costs money and stuff like that. And they would get with low vibration ass men and shit like that. I always got on my nerves and I made a vow to myself not to be like that. That's part of the reason why I don't have any motherfucking kids, because I didn't want to be another statistic because I was from the project, and by me being dark skinned, I'm a little overweight. People automatically think that I got a lot of kids because I done had people that come on here that don't even fucking know me from motherfucking Adam, then call me a welfare recipient just because I'm dark skinned. And I'm not a welfare recipient. I've been working all my motherfucking life. I got my first job through, what was it? It was JTPS. Damn. It was some kind of school program. I can't think of the name of it right about now. It's not sticking. It's not popping up in my head. But I was 14 when I got my first job. And that's when you go to school for credit. And they would help the inner city kids. And they would help them, go through high school. And then they would pay them. And so that's how I started getting money. I always worked for myself and I always got money that way. And then I got my first real job at 16 where it was documented. All that stuff that I did before 16 that wasn't documented. But I got my first real job at 14, at 16 working at McDonald's. But my money, I don't get no man no money. And people think because you're dark skinned or you're a little overweight that you're supposed to buy a dick. I never looked at a woman that bought dick or bought a man or had to pay for a man to be in her presence. I always looked at her as a clownette. It's two types of people in this world. It's clowns and it's clownettes. And a woman that give her money to a man is a fucking clownette. Now, she probably was going to this preacher for prayer and stuff like that, and he was praying on her, and he took advantage of her low self-esteem. And it seemed like, I know with me, when I'm dating and I done had a situation that go bad or go left, excuse me, I get hit upside the head. Not literally hit upside the head, but I get hit upside the head and I be like, okay, that's not the person for me. Or I'm not going to go through that again. I'm not going to go through this situation again. Let me drink some wine. And I'm sorry if I did a little burp. I'm sorry. I don't know if you all heard it. And yes, I'm drinking wine on here. I'm grown. But I never cared for no man. I always thought it was less than for a man to ask a woman for money. Hell, it's dudes on my motherfucking job. And they call themselves playing and joking when they ask me for money. And I think it's a turn off. Then they'll turn around and ask me for my number. Like, no, you just asked me for some fucking money. Playing or not, and everybody know when you playing, 50% of that shit is real. You trying to see what you can goddamn get. You trying to see if I'm gonna pay for some damn dick. And they might ask for like little stuff like $2 or buy them a snack or $5 or something like that. But still though, I always thought it was tacky as hell for a man to ask a woman for money. And if a man asks me for money, we can't lay together. Because it's gonna always be in my head that you ask me. And the reason why I feel like men should always be men, because they're gonna always hire a man over a woman. A man can get a damn McDonald's job quicker than a woman can get a McDonald's job. You know why? Because they're gonna need somebody to take their trash out. A lot of women don't like to take out trash. They're gonna need somebody to clean that grill. A lot of women are scared to clean the grill. They're gonna need somebody to change their grease trap. A lot of women are scared to change grease trap. I done worked in restaurant jobs, and I probably seen 2 women change the motherfucking grease trap. Most of the time they always get a man. And hell, one job I worked at, I never forget, I worked at the hospital, and it was a fat black guy that worked there. I can't think of his name right about now. And he didn't do shit. That's the only thing they would call him in to do was clean that motherfucking crease trap. And he was so proud. That was really his only job, because he knew he was working around a lot of women and everybody was motherfucking scared. And this man, he didn't do shit. He was like really lazy. He just, walked around the job and kept up shit. But when that grease needed to be changed, they got his fat mustache and he wasn't much there. It just seemed like if you put fat and mustard, get it together, it goes. But my point is, they will hire a man for certain shit before they hire a woman to do certain shit. So in my eyes, there's no reason for a man to be motherfucking broke. A man can go out there and hustle and steal and say he did it for his family and get respect. Even though he hustled and he stole and took out of somebody else's pocket or took out of somebody else's mouth, they're going to look at that man for respect. If he even lied and said he taking it for his kids, he doing it for his kids, even if he don't have any motherfucking kids, even if he just using that shit as an excuse. But if a woman hustle, and let's face it, it's not a lot of ways a woman can hustle, but lay down on her back, we're going to be looked down upon, frowned upon, like, oh, she's sleeping and get what she want. They're going to frown upon that. But a man can go out there, still kill, and do whatever. Oh, I'm making up a name. If I say Tyrone, I really don't know a Tyrone. But, Tyrone, he out there, he doing whatever the fuck he got to do. Oh, Tyrone, I got respect for him. He doing that for that motherfucking kid. Tyrone got 3 kids. Tyrone got 3 kids. They gonna get that motherfucking man respect, even though what he doing is not legal and it's not a legal motherfucking job. So that's why I feel like no man in my eyes should be motherfucking broke. And no man, if he got a goddamn dick and 2 motherfucking balls, and especially if he got hair on them goddamn nuts, no man be asking no motherfucking woman for money. That's damn. That's like the most beneath me thing a man could damn do is ask me for fucking money. You know? And then and I know I started off with talking about Brorilla and Gorilla and everything like that. But mainly it's about that shit really pissed me off for the daughter to get on there. And she could have been lying or she could have been telling the truth. She said her mama gave this man money. And a lot of women do that. They'll try to buy love. And I saw a lot of women in the project buy love. And I seen fat women buy love. I seen you so-called favorite. Everybody love a light-skinned chick. I seen some of the so-called bad chicks, and you can be light-skinned and not even be all that cute, but if you light-skinned, you're a bad bitch. I done seen some of the so-called bad bitches buy love. And I feel like no woman should buy love. And no, I'm not saying be a gold digger or just date a man for his money. But yes, if a man is dating you, he should do for you. Because a man had no problem when he meet a damn woman. He don't even have to damn know her. Ask her for some damn ass. And I feel like as soon as a man asks a woman he don't know for ass, that woman got every right to ask him for some money. And then another thing men do that I don't like, a man will try to oppress a woman with his money and be like, I got this, I got that. And then as soon as you ask him for some motherfucking money, all of a sudden you're a motherfucking gold digger. Like, make it make sense. Like, the shit don't be making any sense. The shit be damn stupid and redundant. But yes, I feel like a man should do his part and be there for a woman. He should wine and dine a woman if he into her and he want her and stuff like that. And once they get in a serious committed relationship, they living together, hell, he should be paying most of the damn bills. I never forget, I was working at this one job, Plant Vulgar, and I said it plenty of times before I mentioned Plant Vulgar and stuff like that. And there was this white chick I used to work around. And Chastity, she wasn't a very pretty white girl. She was ugly as hell. But one thing I liked about her man, he was a carpenter on a job. And Chastity was a laborer like myself. Laborers, all they do is hold watch, fire watch, and clean. But it paid good ass money. But her boyfriend now is her husband. He was a carpenter. And he said something to her. Hell, I'm not even gonna lie, I got turned on. He said, your money is your money. My money is ours. I was like, damn. And you don't have to be like the most beautiful thing or drop dead gorgeous. The man just gotta be feeling you enough or into you enough or love you enough or respect you enough. The man gotta be a man. A man gonna provide. So I was like, damn. Nah, I didn't want to sleep with her man or anything like that. I don't want nobody to watch this video. Like, oh, does Chevette want to sleep with her man? No, I didn't want to sleep with her man, but I thought that was hella masculine. And she used to brag, and she had every reason to fucking brag about how he paid all the motherfucking bills, and her money was her money. Her money was so much her motherfucking money. She went on a trip by herself, and he was like, you can go. Like, he wasn't like no low self-esteem dude. And I don't think it had anything to do with race. Both of them was white or whatever. But real men do real men shit. But she went on a trip. He didn't know how to swim, and she went scuba diving. That's some white people shit. And he didn't like that. And she went on a scuba diving trip by her damn self, took pictures of it. It was beautiful pictures and everything. But her money was her money. She had money to travel and do shit because he paid all the motherfucking bills. She may pay some, but he did every motherfucking thing. And I find like that type of shit is nothing wrong with that. Like, somebody will get on here and try to curse me out or say something stupid or something weird. Oh, you just a gold digger. Oh, you some tramp. You know, they'll say something retarded. But no, a man should be a motherfucking man. I'm going to tell you something else that happened in my life that I fucking witnessed. Men that are writers and men that got money, they don't always want no pussy. I know you like, oh. They don't. I never forget. I used to live in this motherfucking townhouse. I used to live in this townhouse that was in a rich, like, area. It was like real fancy area. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed that God would bless me with the money to live in this particular townhouse because I liked this townhouse. And yeah, it was kind of bougie and well off and everything. Well, anyway, I was looking at the townhouse and I just called just to see how much the rent was. And the guy, he was the plant manager at a company called SRP, no, SRS. That's a major company. They make money. He was the plant manager. And he was like, you work at Plant Vulgar? I said, yeah. So at that particular time when I moved to this man's house, I had eviction on my credit. Anybody that had evictions know. This now I'm going like into a different thing. I don't know what I'm gonna name this video because I'm talking about all kind of different shit. Anybody that know if you have an eviction on your credit, it's hard to get an apartment. Only way you can get an apartment or move into a place if um, you move into like a private home. So he was like, "You want to move in my house, my townhouse?" I was like, "Yeah," like that. So he was like, "I tell you what." He asked me where I worked at, or in order. So I told him where I worked. I said I worked at Plant. So, me working at Plant Vogel, they have like a term, they have a lingo that they talk. Like if you're in the union, they call you brother and sister. So I didn't know all the lingo. So he was like, "You work at Plant Vogel?" I was like, "Yeah." So he was like, "I'm the plant manager at SRS, like that." He said, "You're my sister." I knew I was talking to a white man. So I'm like, and this was like one of the proper white guys. He didn't try to act black. Not that, if a white person try to act black, that they're not proper. But he was like, you're my sister. So I'm like, what the fuck? Do he think he's some kin to me? I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So he said, I tell you what, Shavak, in his white man voice, I tell you what, Shavak, if you show me 3 check stubs that you work at Plant Vogel, because if you work at Plant Vogel, I know you're getting paid. And I will let you move in my townhouse. I said, okay, well, no problem. I got up like 8 check stubs because I would keep my check stubs anyway. And I showed him that I read that Plant Vogel. He was like, you're my sister, like that. And so I was still puzzled, even though I'm seeing this man face to face. I said, can I ask you a question? He was like, what, Javette? I said, why you keep calling me your sister like that? And he was like I said, he wasn't one of those white guys that had a little, blue-eyed soul or had a little flavor to him. He was like, aren't you in the union? I said, yes, sir. I got kind of intimidated a little bit. I was like, yes, sir. He was like, when you're in the union, you have brothers and sisters. And if you're in the union, you're my sister and I'm your brother. I said, okay. Like, I got all happy. And this man, he didn't want anything from me. He didn't want no ass. He didn't want no sex. It was the fact that, he had money and everything. And he saw that I was trying to do something for myself. He didn't even care that I had evictions. I was honest. I told him I had evictions on me like that. And I didn't have nowhere to go. And I was living with my mom at the time. And when you're a certain age, people frown upon you. I don't frown upon people. Well, there was a guy that was trying to talk to me, and I really felt like he lived in his mom's basement. And some men would try to use a woman. But anyway, long story, even longer. Anyway, people try to frown upon you because they don't understand your struggle, and people try to count your coins. That man didn't want anything from me. He was a provider. The man was used to motherfucking money. He was the plant manager at SRS. That man just looked at me as a woman that was trying to get something out of life and go to work. And he saw that. He let me move in his house. A lot of people wonder, like, how can she afford this nice ass house? It was in a nice ass area, and I'm not gonna say the area because I don't want nobody to know where I used to live. But I was living near some motherfucking mansions, some nice ass homes. I always wanted to go to a wine tasting contest. Up the street they had wine tasting contests. I never did get to go because I don't know anybody that can pull that off or whatever, or would take me and teach me about wine. But they did real life bougie ass shit. And I got a taste of the nice life. And that man didn't want anything. And I fucked around and told somebody at work where I was living at, and they swear to God I was fucking this man. This man didn't want no ass. When a man is a true motherfucking provider, and if he used to money and ass, when a man is used to money and when he used to ass, he really don't want anything for you. He just want to see that you trying to do something. You trying to get somewhere. Everybody is not trying to fuck you. Men that always act like they gotta fuck is not used to ass. And a man that act like he can't do nothing for you, he broke. He is motherfucking broke. And people probably look at me like, why you single? Why you single? Because I'm not trying to attract no broke ass man. I don't care how fat somebody might think my black ass is or how dark somebody might think my ass is. That man, without even motherfucking touching me, I already had high self-esteem, made my self-esteem even more higher because men that really do have money and they used to money and used to ass, all they want to do is motherfucking help. And I used to watch people like Shira Seven, and I haven't watched her in a while, but she would say the same things, and I'd be watching her like, that's true, that's true. Like I was going through what she was actually talking about. And if you carry yourself in a certain way and you be a certain way, you will eventually attract something decent. And don't go for anything and everything. But yeah, that man boosted up my self-esteem without even motherfucking touching me because people were wondering like how she get to live there. Why she living there? She smashing that man. I know she fucking that man. No. That man never been up under my sheets. And for your smart asses, he never been on top of the sheets. And then I lived in an all-white neighborhood. It was just two black people that meet and another black person. And white people take neighborhood watch shit serious. It was a white guy, another white guy, didn't want my black ass there. And he was giving me a hard time. I told the guy what was going on. He talked to that damn white guy, and I didn't have no more motherfucking problems while I was motherfucking there. And the man sat me down and told me not all white people are bad. And I had respect for his ass. I had motherfucking respect for his ass. And he was like, he had respect for me because he was like, he looked past the black skin. He said, I can tell you're not one of those people that have a lot of crowd of people around you. Like, I wasn't one of them people that was going to bring the neighborhood down and have big ass loud parties because it was a nice area. And if I tell you where it was at and you look up Augusta, Georgia, you're like, damn, she used to live there. And yes, I used to live there. But anyway, my point is, when I heard Brorilla talk about her mom and she getting with some damn preacher, giving him some money, I always looked down on women that gave men money. Like, that is so motherfucking tacky to me. That is so motherfucking lame to me. And I guess this is going to be a femininity video. Ladies, always be in your femininity. Always be in your feminine power. No matter what you look like. I know Hollywood make it seem like you got to be skinny. And I know the black community make it seem like you got to be light-skinned. You be ugly as hell. As long as you light-skinned, you're a bad bitch. No matter what you are or who the fuck you are, be in your femininity and somebody will come along and take care of you or help you out. But I hate that Gorilla and Brorilla mama was doing that and she didn't feed those babies. She went in it the wrong way. Maybe she got with the preacher thinking he was going to help her and put food and money in her pockets and food in her kid's mouth, and it was the other way around. But I don't care who the fuck you is. There's no reason for no woman be up there taking care of no motherfucking man. Men's supposed to be motherfucking men, no matter who they are or what color they are. Men's supposed to be fucking men at the end of the motherfucking day. So on that note, I done told that story. I don't know if anybody gonna watch it or see my videos because my videos don't get a lot of attention. I be wanting them to get attention because I be wanting to get viral. I do. I be wanting to go viral. I want them YouTube checks. I sure do. I want an extra income. Hell, I want to travel for no motherfucking reason. I love seeing YouTubers travel and they be going here and there like, oh, I'm such and such. I'm such. I want to travel. I want to get on a plane again. But any fucking way, I've been out here talking, running my motherfucking mouth for goddamn 24 minutes and 58 seconds. Oh, speaking of men, no reason for no woman to give a man of money. I never forget, I had got in a very bad car accident 5 years ago. And it was this guy I met at Plant Boca, another guy that I didn't fuck. And if I fucked anybody, I have no problem getting up here saying I fucked this person or I fucked that person. Because like I said, if I can talk about other people and bring their business up here, I can talk about my life. But I talk about my life like as in like a learning experience. But anyway, it was another guy. This was a black guy. Again, he had money. He was an electrician. Electricians make good money. And when I got in my bad car accident, and he said, "You make good money, Shabbat." At that time, I was making good money, and at that time, I wasn't filing any bankruptcy. I didn't have debt on me. But he was like, "I'm gonna ride you for 2 weeks," and that man rode me for 2 weeks. I didn't have to give him no gas money. All I had to do was get up when he told me to get up, and we go to work, and he take me home. And within them 2 weeks, I had got me another car. And he was so proud of me and everything. Everybody thought he and I was fucking. And we wasn't fucking. My point is, a real man, a real motherfucking man would do and provide. And they had no problem with doing and providing. Especially if they the doer and provider type of men. These two men that I just talked about, they both was married. And no, like I said, I didn't sleep with them. They had that provider instinct in them. And ladies, if you single, you know if a man will provide. Because when a man meet a woman, he'll let you know he'll provide her. Like, oh, I do this for you. I do that for you. A lot of women think men like that are simps. I hate black women. I'm sorry that I said that. When a man say stuff like that, that don't make him no simp. He just a fucking provider. You treat that man with kindness and respect when you meet that type of man. And sometimes these don't be the best looking men. They don't be drop dead ugly, but they don't be drop dead gorgeous either. But yes, a man will provide. So on and up, I know I'm supposed to end this like 3 minutes ago. I've been talking for damn 27 minutes and 38 seconds. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I hope you like this video. I really don't know what the fuck I'm gonna name this video because at first I started off talking about Brorilla and Gorilla and her mom. Like that shit really just pissed me off. I just got finished watching the video and I'm like, she took the money and gave it to a damn greasy ass pastor. Like, what the fuck? Hell, that pastor went into the Bible. Not for real, because it's in the Bible that a man supposed to cover a woman. But any fucking way. Hit the like button. You know YouTube is not motherfucking YouTubing. I might get one or two comments in the video. It might not go viral. So support my motherfucking channel by hitting my YouTube. I said hit my Cash App. My Cash App is Flawless J1. That's S for Chevette, S, and Flawless FLAWLES is J for Jackson. And one because I'm fucking number one. I'm always gonna be number one. And donate to my Cash App. And on that note, I'm fucking out. Bye.